Howdy, my name is Daxio, and this is Plugged In News, and in today's pin update, we have media ignore biggest illegal wealth transfer in the history of mankind from US to China, as well as the fall of Kabul, a 20-year mission collapses in a single day. Let's get right into it. Alright, and for the first story today, this is the fall of Kabul, a 20-year mission collapses in a single day, and this comes from The Guardian by Emma Graham Harrison. And this goes on to read, the final collapse of the 20-year Western mission to Afghanistan took only a single day as Taliban gunmen entered the capital Kabul on Saturday. President Ashraf Ghani fled the country and America abandoned its embassy in panic. Even the militants themselves were surprised by the speed of the takeover. Co-founder Mullah Abdul Ghani Baradar admitted in a video statement in the evening. Now the group faces the challenge of ruling, he added. They are expected to proclaim a new Islamic Emirate of Afghanistan soon. Many in Kabul do not trust promises made by the former insurgents of an amnesty for their old enemies and those like women's rights activists who sought a different future for Afghanistan. The airport was mobbed with thousands of people desperate to escape. In the evening, they flooded into the runway, halting all air traffic. In deeply humiliating scenes for the Biden administration, less than a month before the 20th anniversary of the 9/11 attacks on America, smoke spiraled from the embassy compound as staff hastily destroyed documents before a final group took down the stairs and striped flag and headed to the airport for the military copter. It was clear from early Sunday that a second era of Taliban rule had effectively begun. Taliban commanders started the day so confident of a victory that after their fighters surrounded the capital, they ordered them to stay outside the city and wait. Our forces are not entering Kabul city. We want a peaceful transfer of power, said the spokesperson Suhail Shaheen. But with surrender apparently inevitable, Afghan government forces melted away, looting broke out, and hours later, the Taliban claimed their men were needed to restore order. So they moved in not as fighters but as policemen, presenting themselves as a government in waiting. By evening, the Taliban had seized the Arg, the presidential palace that is Afghan's historic seat of power. It is expected to be used to declare the new Islamic Emirate more than 2 decades after the group had established its first one, and TV footage showed Taliban fighters roaming its rooms and taking down flags to replace with their own standard. Spoke a little bit about this yesterday. News was going on over the past week about this whole Afghan situation, and now it finally happened. 20 years wasted. We sat there and trained these people, tried to get them to fight back, whatever. Our military spent thousands upon thousands of millions upon billions of dollars here. Billions. And just like that, gone in one day. Alright, and for the last story today, we have media ignore biggest illegal wealth transfer in the history of mankind from US to China. And this comes from thedailywire.com from Ben Johnson. And this is another shorter story today. Not that much news today, other than the first story, which was pretty big. But anyways, let's go on to read it. While the media frequently obsesses over the redistribution of wealth, they have ignored the Chinese government's theft of US technology, which has created the biggest illegal transfer of wealth in US history, or in world history. That is one of a number of startling facts that came to light during a rare public hearing of the Senate Intelligence Committee last Wednesday. China is stealing between 300 and 600 billion a year of American technology and intellectual property, said Senator Marco Rubio, the committee's vice chairman, who added, they have weaponized our openness, they have weaponized our decency, and they have weaponized a corporate lust for profits against us, Senator Rubio said. China is already carrying out the biggest illegal wealth transfer from one nation to another in the history of mankind. China's illegal espionage of U.S. technology costs approximately $4,000 to $6,000 per American family of 4 after taxes. According to Bill Evanaya, the former director of National Counterintelligence and Security Center, who testified at the hearing, much of the stolen information has military applications, and since money is fungible, China can use any financial benefit to fund their ever-expanding People's Liberation Army. Economic security is a national security, Evanaya said. Americans' privacy and cybersecurity have also been victimized by the Chinese Communist Party. It is estimated that 80% of American adults have had all of their personal data stolen by the CCP, and the other 20% most of their personal data, said Evania. Yeah, China once again spying on us, costing us, what was that? $4,000 to $6,000 per American family after taxes. Imagine what you could spend that money on now. Probably not that much because of what Biden did to inflation, but maybe 2 years ago, you could have bought yourself a nice, I don't know, mid-sized luxury sedan. Who knows? Anyways, if you did enjoy today's video, be sure to drop a like, drop a sub down below, drop a comment, let me know how I'm doing, let me know what I can do to improve, and thanks for staying plugged in. Peace out, boys.